Okay, I am back on the development of my roguelike. Uh, the temporary name of this is Caverns. Right there. Now this is where I'm at now. The fog of war is in. Now I put that ring system in where it's looking at rings around like this. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These squares here are one ring, and then the second ring would be over here, like that. That's how it is now. And I added monsters. Oh, I just ate food. That's a lot of food. Now there's money or treasure. Now the monsters are exclamation marks. See if we can find some. There might not be any in here. It's all random. Let's see if we can find some here. All right, well, take my word for it. They're there. Okay. But when you walk over one, you just walk right over it, and then it disappears because it's replaced by just the floor after that. So let's see. All right, got our latest build. So I think what I'm going to add in here is, let me add one more thing here. So I think I'm going to do that. So, so when we hit a monster, it should institute combat. There's food. See if I can find one. There's one. So right there, the exclamation mark, that's a monster. But right now, all you do is walk over and it disappears. So what'll happen is we need a combat system there. I gotta get my money. Get that money. Ooh, more money. Treasure, we love treasure. Oh, monster. Blink. Alright, enough of that. Ah, where's my Q button? There. Alright, so now right in here, remember at some point we need to take this out. What we call genericize it. Because we got the same code in each direction. We don't want that. So at some point we'll move that. I'm not going to do it yet. I want to get this in. Where's it at? So if we go up. Also this isn't very good where I'm calling the same function every time here. So right here I'm decrementing, then I'm calling get tile at that position. And then when I'm in here I do it again. So I need to cache that value. or cache that tile. And that way I don't have to make these calls again. This is where we're overwriting where we were. This is why the monster, you walk over the monster and it turns into a floor. Now remember, the monsters aren't stateful yet. So once you run over them or kill them or whatever, they're gone. You couldn't like come back into the room or something and they're there, which is probably how it should be. Okay, so basically you're testing for a monster here. Oh well. So let's follow this same layout for now. Monster there. Now this is going to be a little different. Because because here we're moving into it. We're not actually picking something up. So if we move up into a monster, which is what we're doing here, okay, we don't want to execute this. So we're going to put this up here. We're going to run this logic first. Oops. Now this means you're attacking. There'll be different ways of attacking. This isn't the final stuff. This is something quick to get it in here. Remember, grow the complexity. Oh, I gotta start the truck. It's cold. Then it gets too hot. Where's my coffee? Oh man, did I do that again? Can everybody hear me? I heard a beep. Hello? Testing. Okay. Looks like I still have audio. But this thing, man. I'm always accidentally hitting this thing. It's on that wire. It's one of those little controllers where you can mute and answer the phone and everything, turn the volume up and down. And I lean over something and I accidentally hit it. What's my volume at? Headset 84, so it actually went up. It was at 82, so just not bad. Okay, I gotta drink coffee. What is it, 4:30? 4:26 already? Couldn't believe the traffic at 3:30 this morning. Kind of crazy. Too many people out. One guy almost ran a red light. I went to make a right turn at a light, and he's come barreling down. Right when his light turned yellow. Of course, the road didn't have any snow or anything. It was already uh, melted. But he hit his brakes hard. If it hadn't been melted, he would have went right through that intersection. I wish people would slow down. All right. Let me get this. All right, so we're attacking him. So at this point, let's see. Now from here, I think I'm going to throw this in. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, see, I can't do an. I can't do the. I can't do a return here because I need to process other moves. I do not want to do this. Can you break out on an if? That's crazy. It's not a loop. I don't think you can break out of an if. Can you? Has anyone tried that? This is my old code for testing. Let me see here real quick. Alright, where's my... I can't see any keys. Oh, come on. Come on, tab. Okay, so if I had this... If true... Let's do this. Here, this is better here. Do this. Let's just do that. We don't need another one. Let's just do that. Can we do that with C out? The old C way of doing it? Let's see. If I break here. And then if I compile that. Yeah, illegal break. So you can't do that. Okay. It's fine with me. Just wanted to confirm it. Get all that test code out of there. Actually, you know what? No, I guess you can't. Put that back how it was. Whoa, what did I do? Hit the wrong button. Because I can't see, because I don't have a backlit keyboard. There we go. Alright, save that. Let me test that again. I'll leave it in a good state. Yay. Alright, let's go back. So, can't do that. I'm going to put it in an else. Because quite honestly, if it's not a monster, I mean, if you're attacking a monster, you're not going to be eating or anything either. Um, yeah. Let's put all this in there. I can't see my keys. All right, so we got that. So at this point, we need something simple here. Let's see, let's do a function called attack. Now remember, at some point, the monsters need to be able to, they're going to move independently. So, oh, I'll make a note of that. Is it 3 E's in independently? I don't know. Oh well. I know what I need, what I mean. Okay, so we got this. So we need to do a random number. Now at some point we gotta, oh, that's another thing. We gotta take this random number system out. Oops. Let's see. How would I describe that? Basically, we got to do that for everything, though. At some point. Hmm. Okay. So we're on up. You know what I think, though? Hmm. Yeah, never mind. So what we need to do here is so let's do attack did hit equals let's do this. Now what do we have? We have an offense, defense. So these, why are these so high? I think because I was testing. Okay, so offense when you first start out is going to be 1. That's very bad until you find weapons. Defense is a 1 because basically you got like a shirt and a pair of pants. Level 1, XP of 0. So your offense is 1. Let's see, what's a good system for this? We roll the dice. And for now, where's our globals at? Eventually, we'll go to an entity system where we'll throw everything into classes and just inherit from entity the monsters, and because a lot of this stuff is the same. Like this would be monster. What do we got? Like well, you'd have the same thing. Monster health, monster level. There is a lot of work to be done. It's not using the XY position yet. At some point they will move around, but not right now. They'll even have a sight radius, or a length where they can see you or not, based on different types, types of monsters. So, some could see more than others. Some will be flying, all that stuff. There's a lot to do. Dwarf Fortress wasn't made in a night. Okay, so let's start with that, and then there should be an initialize monster. Copy. Somewhere. Player. Miscellaneous. Oh, I probably don't have a initialize monster. Doesn't look like it. I think I would have had it by now. No. So let's do it. Initialize player, initialize monster. But you know what? Hmm. Let's do that for now. Later, that shouldn't be there because they're going to be randomly generated. All this stuff is like place food in cavern. That should be there. Monsters. We can go ahead and do well. You know what? Let's not do that because there's going to be a different system for that. I don't want to do that. That's putting a lot of work in for nothing because I already know it's coming out. So let's not do that. Because we place the monsters in here randomly. And at some point, we're going to just throw these things in a vector so we can have state. But it's also, remember, there's going to be different levels. And it's also going to be procedurally generated. So whenever you come back up or down in levels, it's going to be the same room or cavern that you were in before. And the same monsters are going to be in there. Everything. If you didn't kill one, it's still there. Stuff like that. Treasure. Everything's going to be stateful at that point. So, knowing that, I don't want to put anything elaborate in place that I know is going to change, especially when it requires too much work. So, right now, for the monster stuff, how would I do that? Globals. I'm taking all that out right here. Now, you can only fight one monster at a time. Maybe I will leave that in. I'll go ahead and leave this in just so we can fight a monster. Um, but see this here. Globals there. Let me put it right here. Come on. I hate not being able to see my keyboard. I can type, it's just when you're trying to hit like one key or something, a lot of times my fingers aren't on the keyboard. Kind of like thinking or something. I just go to hit a key. Let's do this. Oh, man. Okay, so we're in global, right? Let's go ahead and put this in a struct. Oh my gosh. Come on. There. Where's the X? I hate when I accidentally hit Control C instead of Control V. All right, we're gonna do that now. It's driving me nuts. You don't really need this. You can always just check these because we could. We don't need that. We can just check to see if something is 0. Really. So let's put a function in here. Health equals random mod. Oh, what do we want? Let's do this here. That's way too high. This will be, the health will be, say, let's say mod 10 plus 1 plus luck or times luck. The problem with this is we have order of operations here. So we need to do this first. And then times it by luck. So that could be pretty high in the hundreds. If you got a 10 for your luck and then times it by another 10, it's a pretty strong monster when you're sitting at, like 10 yourself. So that, and then basically we're going to copy that stuff. What we got? Health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this should go off. Probably P. Player level. Well, no. Can't do that. It'd be probably in the 10. We'll just keep it like that. But we're not going to multiply it like that. Because you're going to run into some kind of just smasher. It's just going to kill you with one shot you. Well, offense, defense. course, you want these things to be more in line with the level that you're at and on. You don't want to be first level fighting, a dragon or something with 1,000 defense or something. I guess we don't need these. Which this really just needs to be a constructor, so I don't know what I'm doing there. Is that how you do it with a struct? I'm not sure. Oh. Okay, so let's create the monster. Hold on. Let's go ahead and make a small system here. So we need, I don't know the operations on the vector. Let's do this. Struct monster, what, array? 0. Let's see, so now when we place monsters, let's go ahead and just create the monsters. Where are you at? Monster count, monsters place, blah, blah. So it could be 0. Monsters to place here. So return, wow. While we're at this, let's go ahead and add their XY to this. Yeah, let's get to the point where we're going to have to put all this into their own files. We have to break it up. X. Well, yeah. X pause. What's the players? Just PX. Okay. So monster X. Monster Y. So let's go back down here. this point. Come on, where's my keys at? Let's go ahead and create one. If we need to use a standard array. Well, no. Guess we can go ahead and use the vector. Let's go ahead and use the vector. Because we need the length too. Otherwise, because I'm starting to duct tape it and just look at, the very last to see if there's room. I mean, I can do that. But it's probably better if we just use a vector for this. But how do I use a vector? How do I even create a vector? Do I want to go research, or should I just get the system in and then convert it over to vector? Because standard array gives me a length, doesn't it? Oh man, but I still gotta go look it up. All right. All right, I'm gonna keep it like it is. We'll change it later. Where am I? All right, let's do this. We got to refactor. A lot of refactoring too. Oh man. So if all right, let's go ahead and find room in here. Wow, what was it? What was it called? Monsters? I didn't even give it a name. That should be monsters. Well, actually, there's only going to be one of these. I can just put that directly on here. That way it's already created. That. There. There. Don't need this. Oops. There. Let's go ahead and do this just to get it in one place. That way it's not all over the place. Here. Here. Come on. All right. Oh, I don't know enough about this now. The range loop. I need. Well, so if I have that array of structs, so there's 10 of them. When I initialized it to 0, now does that initialize all the fields to 0? Or does that mean each element in the array is going to contain a 0? All right, let's go to our test code. Because I need to see this. I need to see what's going to happen when I have that. I cannot stand not having a backlit keyboard. Okay, what did I do now? Good grief. Really? Oh man, I already had a monster class. I didn't even need to. Oh my god. It's driving me crazy now. I could have just used that one. Alright, let's do this. Monsters 10. Let's go in here. Let's see. Monsters 0. Oh my god. Driving me crazy. Auto I monsters. And we're gonna have type here. I'm pretty sure it's just I think it's a struct of monsters. So each one is an instance of monster. That's what I think. And then the fields are gonna be set to 0. So what would it be? How do I get the current? Do I still have to do monsters I? Seems like there would be something else. I don't know. Huh. Starting to wonder why I'm even using it now. Might as well just do an old for loop. Except I don't know. That's right. I don't know the length. Well, no, I know the length of 10. I don't need that. see out monster I dot health, right? There. I think I need this here. Oh, come on. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Okay, so for that, oh my gosh. So that, so let's see, let's print it out there. Oh, okay, give me some light. It's crazy. Okay, mustard is not assignable. Okay. So we can't do that. What if I can do it at the time of initialization? Probably not, because I think you got to do each one, right? Yeah, I would. Never mind. It makes more sense. So let's assign that. Well, actually, let's just do it all in one loop. We can do it right here. Oh, come on. So we could say I 0. Can't wait to get a new laptop. All right, where am I at? There. Can't do that either. Initializer list. All right. Yeah. 02 const monster. All right. Well, I think I know what I need now. Let's get rid of that. Let's get back in here. So instead of that, we'll just initialize it right here. So this is not going to work. So I've got a struct in there, monster's eye. Well, no, it should have all ran on the constructor. That's right. Never mind. Why do I keep doing that? What am I hitting? I'm hitting function instead of control. I'm trying to do a control S, and I'm hitting function S. Let's confirm that. Yes. I'm hitting function S. So now I know function S is a shortcut to this. I didn't know that. If you want to take a screenshot or something, or a snippet. I didn't know that. Wow. So I accidentally discovered a shortcut for that. Alright, so we got our monsters in here. Let's do that. Let's go back down here. I gotta wrap this up. Ooh. I have to be a part 2. Well, since we have to initialize this, maybe we should put an initialize in it. Yeah, let's do that. Man, this is so painful having to do this. Keep missing the keys. So that's going to create all 10 monsters. Better not. Wow. We'll have to go. We'll have to adjust as we go along. So is initialize true? So all 10 are pre-made. Okay. So if it equals monster. Oh wait, we need place monster down here. Place the monster here. Oh. All right. So So this is going to be dot mx plus x. I think that only does it if it's going to do that. Hold on. Let's put this in here. Well, no, you can't do that. We need to use monster count. Hold on. So this has to be in here. But what this means, I'm going to have to redesign this. I might as well put the real system in, actually. Put enough work into this temporary one. If get tile x, y equals floor, then we're setting the monster. And at that point, we need to save its coordinates. Oh, come on. Where's the tab? So we save it there. I need to design the system because right now I'm thinking about there's only 10 monsters. Oh, all right. Then we're going to set the monster there, blah, blah. This is going to go through all of them. The problem is here, well, it can have up to 10. It can have 0. Basically, we're going to have to look for the monster at the XY to grab it out. So you think of a hash or a set, something we can grab it real easy. All right, let's just do that. So let's just look for XY. All right, here. And then we'll grab it out. Problem with this is we gotta do it several times though. Oh, but we can run this every time though. That won't matter. The microphone was caught on my beard every time I moved. All right, let's do this real quick. I don't need that. Auto. Should I use a reference? I am monster. CF m dot x px. Right now, we'll just do a 20. 20, 20. This is taking too long. I gotta go. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, this is too painful in the dark. Can't see anything. 20. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to finish drinking my coffee and relax a little bit. So I'm going to finish this later. And I might just go ahead and just think more about it and just put the real system in. But I think other things have to happen first. I need to go ahead and refactor a lot of these entities into their own files and go ahead and make the entity class. I might just go ahead and do that. But I wanted to get something really quick in so I could at least run around and attack. So I think I might go ahead and finish this line of thought. It's just that I need to go. Oh, all right. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me this long. Let's see if we still have a build here. Oh, don't want to leave on a bad build, really. Yeah, I don't. Where's I at? 800. Where's that? There's I. Oh, yeah, I never even finished that, did I? Monster count. Should be monster count. Copy that. Yeah, I think this is something I need to work on in the daylight. That's really frustrating. Having to shine light on my keyboard every few seconds. Okay. So I should get a good build on this now. And then uh, later. I really wanted to see it though. Uh, that's what sucks. I want to see the result. See, there's a monster there. But we don't know anything about it, so blank still doesn't do anything. Ah, man, I'm so tempted to do that. I want to see it. Dang it. Oh. Oh, my knee hurts. All right, hold on. Let me take a drink of coffee. All right, let me see here. Because it only works going up at this point. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put that in. Um, let's do this. What was that? Status, pick up, place camera. What's that function for second line? Decision, clear info, update info section. Update info second line, is that it? Let's see. Update info second line. Let's go find that. Yeah, that's it. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. That way we can at least see something when it happens. So we do this. All right, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 there. All right, let's try that. At least we get something. All right, where is our monsters? It didn't work. Dang it. Oh, I have to go. Dang it. I have to do it going up. Forgot. All right, there's one. So let's do this. So watch down here. It should say you attack monster. And it shouldn't replace it either. There we go. But look at that. It left the 0 there. Oh, that's because I got to back it back out. Let's see here when you move on the else here. That's what happened. So really, you know what? It should be does not equal wall or monster, and then I can move this down into that else. That's what I need to do. Whoops. Oh, that's a pain in the comma P. All this. Oh man, this code is so awful. Is not equal monster or and. Oh my gosh. I am so frustrated. Yes, I am. Okay, does not equal monster. So let's take this out. So that means we don't need the else either. So let's take that out. Do that. Don't need any of this anymore. Shift tab. All right, let's make this look better. There. Oh, don't do that. I'll lose what I had. Okay, now we gotta do this. So, basically we moved on to it. Okay, so V there. So if it does equal monster, then we're gonna do this. And then we just naturally undo our position. Oh, well. All right. Let's wrap this up. That. Where is monster at? Oh, dang it. I went doing down. Doesn't work going down. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to come up from the up. We're going to see you attack the monster. The monster. Okay, so we know that code works, but we're missing the R, which you're supposed to go one more than that. So it's 22 characters, 23 plus the our room for the what return? The zero terminated string. Whoa. Alright, here we go. Yeah, you attack the monster. Oh, he's blocking the way too. Look at that. Man. But we have a secret weapon. We can go, bam, go right over him. Alright. Alright, so that little piece of functionality is in there. That is not the final way we need to do that. That's kind of a quick hack. Wasn't even a quick one. A hack to get that in there right now. There's a lot of work to do here. Got to refactor all this out to their own files. But I'm probably going to go over that in my Learning C++ series because I'm fuzzy on coming from C Sharp and enterprise development. Uh, yeah, header files is. I don't remember a lot of it from my old hobby C days. So I'm going to go over that before I even jump into that. But we are going to, as the game grows, it all has to go out. And I think it's about time that it goes out. I'm over, what am I at? 800 lines now? 850. So it's probably about time. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoy this, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the channel. And hey, have a good day, and I will see you on the next one.